Well, hello there and good day. Thank you for joining me. I am Frost PDP, and today we are playing Crusader Kings 2 when the world stopped making sense. So, Loop, who was in charge of the project for when the world stopped making sense, released version 0.9.10.1, which is compatible with Crusader Kings 2 version 2.7.2. What that means is there's a new thing for it that's before Jade Empire, whatever they're calling the China expansion. Which is an interesting notion. I want to make a channel note. I know I haven't done the People's Crusade in a while, but I haven't gotten much feedback on it. So please go through my videos if you've got a minute and check out the People's Crusade. It's a fan-made DLC that I was designing. It ran into some technical issues with save files getting deleted. But hey, who's counting, right? Drink a little bit of iced tea, and away we go. We're going to place the Western Roman Empire. I don't know why there's a little mini Italy here. I'm not sure if there's a historical significance, but when the world stopped making sense is centered around the time period of 476, the fall of the Western Empire, to Autoracer, all the way through to the rise of Islam. There's a whole new legion system put into the game. There's a rise of Islam, not so much scenario, but like there's an event coded for it that's similar to a horde rising up from the Mongols or the Aztecs. And as you can see, the map's a little different. The Eastern Roman Empire controls a whole bunch of land. There is no Muslim religion. There is no Catholic religion. There's religions like Arian and Nicene, which is based on the historical religious affiliations of the time. In particular, there's even Hellenic. I played an Eastern Roman Empire campaign before, where I wound up playing as Justinian and I became Hellenic. Justinian is a random character, not a random character, but he's a historical character who can appear and be put into power. He can be made your heir if you're playing the ERE and you don't have a child. So that's pretty cool. But we're going to play the Western Roman Empire. Is there anything particular that I want to note? Well, I know I'm going to be at war with this dude of Italy. Okay, I'm at war with him, not Odoacer. That's interesting. This is the 2nd of February, 476. We're going to play in Iron Man mode because that's what we do. Achievements don't count in this anyway, so we don't care. I don't care about any of that. Let's go. Okay. That's interesting. It went through. So, we're going to call out WTWSMS World Stop Making Sense as Western Rome. If I can type correctly. As we wait for the game to load, I want to note I've made videos about the Legion system and the Rise of Islam events, so do consider that fun. So welcome to the beta. It is still a beta, it's not a 1.0 yet. Welcome to the beta when the world stopped making sense. It's a migrational era period, sometimes also referred to as the Dark Ages, massive major overhaul mod for CK2. For more information, go to the forums. You do have to register your game to see it, I believe. As it is in development, save off in case of crashes, which I have autosave on. And if you find a consistent bug, please tell us. So, got it, now let me play. Welcome to Crusader Kings 2, blah blah blah. You're playing as the Roman Nicene Emperor. We are young, we'll get to the character in a bit. Blind characters cannot inherit titles, can organize Roman legions, can use the Roman Conquest CB, can hold castle, fort, city, and hospitals, can hold tribal as long as it's a culture. Okay. The central patriarchy, so it's not telling me specifically this is Nicene, but it is Nicene. You get multiple patriarchs, the 5 pentarchs, and autocephalous patriarchs under kings. The high patriarch can excommunicate, can grant divorces, can grant the invasion CB, can grant claims on titles. Now, by the way, this is something that's actually been made a lot easier to install. I want to give them, the mod team, another shout out just for this. Like, last time I installed this, I had to go through a whole process. Now there's an easy installer that installs your mod folder, so that's awesome. Okay, we have a 10,000 enemy army, and we only have a few thousand levies we can raise. But mercenaries, we have plenty of legions we can raise. Legions are going to be the key to us surviving this, because they're relatively cheap. So I definitely want to raise this legion. Love the music. Character, that's right. So we are Emperor Romulus Augustulus, little Augustus. We can select our education, folks. We're 8 years old. I'm going to go with a struggle because my character is going to be struggling. I'm going to try to be more character focused with this playthrough. I'm usually more like, hey, what am I doing? Like with my Muslim campaign as the Abbasids, I'm just tearing through the game. I'm not thinking. Okay, so I'm not going to get engaged because that's not going to help. My heir is my father. He's regent of the Western Roman Empire. He's heir to the Western Roman Empire. There's no clear delineation of why, and he's only really good at intrigue. So we're going to collect taxes in Ravenna, which is our capital. 7 holdings. Well, shit. But we don't own it. We own Ravenna. God damn. A magister milits himself. One dream would be to usurp Rome. Or I can just build Ravenna into not suckage. 2 more baronies here would be nice later on line, but that's not a thing. We have good stats for a kid, but low stats overall. We are a bureaucratic government, so that's a thing. We're haughty. We have plenty of titles, but that's not going to help me. And I really can't get help from the ERE. Yeah, I can claim the Eastern Empire. Sure! That'll work. He's slow. Vasiscos is slow. How much do you have? 37. I have 245 gold left. I'm trying to think if there's a way to war of attrition this guy. Hell no! This could be a very short campaign. This event spawned, so he won't regenerate them. Well, that's Auto Acer. He's a Patootie. He's an Aryan. No air. Know that. Oh my lord. We're in for a disaster on our hands. Altogether that gives me 4.18. If I mark up, I make 83 ducats a month. That's really not bad. I don't really want to retinue it, do I? It's not going to be nearly as many troops in the short term as the merking. Go with the cheapest mercs in the market and throw them at the guy and hope to kill some. And cycle through mercs month by month if I can sustain. 80 ducat a month income. Tells me I can take this situation and can actually merc my way up. Let's hire the small guys just to try to provide some sort of deterrent factor, right? I'll get to about 6.32k. He's got to occupy land to beat me. As time goes on, I can merc up. You're useless. As time goes on, I can continue to merc up, taking the smallest units first. I'm over my domain limit by like a hell of a margin. What kind of commanders do I have? Where am I going? Council and minor titles. Pro Council, 10. 10 opinion, I have that. I can have 5 subadores. So many honorary titles, I don't even know where to begin. Defense. This guy's got a skill of 13 and he's a direct leader. I want him. I want Junius on the left. That improves my odds a little bit. I got my men 2 Ravenna. 6 versus 10 is still not winnable. But as time goes on, I'll be able to add more troops. And if he does battle me, their event spawn, he can't replenish them. So as long as I stay in the war, I'm not going to lose the war. Alright, that's my plan. Let's see if this works. I'm going to play at speed 3 because we need to think here. He's splitting his armies up. That's classic AI move. AI gonna AI, I guess. Should jump right in. 4 plus 5, 3 plus 5. Let's call that 6. That's 5,000. I'll have almost as many men as him. Terrain, plains, not advantageous, but he's paying a river crossing penalty. Let's take it for what it's worth. Let him split his armies up and eat a river crossing penalty, and I have defensive leaders. I have troops coming in, piecemeal, but still coming in. And it's half his army. I'm not going to get a better offer than this. Because the alternative is he smashes this guy, and that's all well and good. I lose 100 men, that's not a big deal, but then he's still going to want to push onto Ravenna, which is, granted, it's mountains, but it's not crossing a river, is it? No. Let's go with it. I can't group them together because I'll lose movement time. I want my main force to get there. Oh shit. Change of plans. Didn't get there in time. So, squish that. He's gonna take the mountain penalty. I mean, granted my levies aren't even at full. Can I get out? Why do I have nobody on that flank? I want you there. Right, there's no one better that I would want. Okay, I mean, take the 20% penalty to some of your men. It's kind of not fair that he starts at full morale and I don't. I got punched in the face. It was the lights tormenting Procopius, calling him Procopius the cowardly chicken, and other epithets, and if that didn't work, punches, kicks, and destroying things. It was easy prey until he punched back. We'll retreat to... Spolatoma. You guys form a little 100-man contingent and try to get there any way you can. No. You don't go in there. Or you're retreating too. Okay. He's chasing me. He beat me there? Where did my generals go? I had half decent ones. Well, this isn't going very well, but it's going, and we're going to keep trying to make it work. But I'll see you next episode. I want to thank you all so much for joining me. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like and subscribe buttons. It helps me know what you're watching. It really helps the channel grow, and I really do appreciate it. You know, I'm getting ready to go back to work, and it means a lot to me that I'm still getting a chance to play some video games. Thank you all, and as always on this channel, La Paz.